All right. Good afternoon, cyber traders. Welcome on back here this Wednesday. I got to keep track of my weekdays here. This Wednesday, September 20th. We've had a long week already. We have class continuing on ahead. And hey, the Fed meeting just finished up here just a moment ago. In fact, a little stiff competition right now. We have Jerome Powell right now talking same time. So we'll see how the markets react. But great to see all of us back on YouTube, Facebook Live, etc. All of our social streams. All of us back inside the live trading room. Patrick, Bill, Andrea. Saw them just a moment ago. I saw Michael B just before. Saw Brian just before. A few more of us just joining us on right now. So, hey, I just said before we have the phase 1 course finishing up today, continuing along, finishing up today. We have phase 2 tomorrow. But I want to make sure that we go quick across the percent gainers and losers lists here pretty quickly. Before I do that, though, hey, a couple things. AVGR on the screen. It's up big. We would have found this on the percent gainers list at some point anyway. So, with it being on the screen, may as well go over it. What a move back up again this made, right? So this has been all over the freaking map. And I was a big hater of it yesterday. Rightfully so. It popped in the final 15 minutes, though, right? So do I mind missing out on 50 cents or a dollar? It's all right. If it moved up like $5 during the regular hours, that would have been different. It did pop up like 4 or 5 points, but in the after hours. Hey, really quick, let me ask us all really quickly here because this will relate to psychology as we'll talk tomorrow in phase 2. Who here inside our live trading room, who here consistently trades the after hours? Who here consistently, more days than not, is trading the after hours? See, even if I get one of us here, that's not the majority of us, right? That's the point. So it's to say, how often are you there trading the after hours? If the answer is not often at all, then don't sweat it. It's all right if it pops without you. There's other trades. Don't worry. We'll come back tomorrow, meaning today. And, hey, look at where it is now. So AVGR, we do have a pretty big iceberg order. It was at $13 just a moment ago and then got pulled in place now right here. You can see on level 3 on my matrix, right at 1269. So easily for now, we're going to put this back on our list. 24 hours ago, it wasn't looking as great. It popped in the final 15 minutes of the day, at least. There was one yesterday that popped like right when the meeting ended, right? And it was like I was going on and finished up and popped like the second I finished up, or even like as I was finishing up the birds trade, right? Look at this thing, just pop and drop there. So hey, as we go through, if there's anything that looks good percentage wise, just let me know. For all of us here in the trading room, you know what I'm looking at. Hey, why don't you tell me what I'm looking at, folks? For Bill, Leda, Andrea, Chuck, Michael, I wrote to you earlier inside the chat board. I'm looking for entries on certain trades. Of course, the Fed meeting just finished up. They ended up leaving the rates unchanged. A lot of us were assuming that anyway, but what stocks was I looking at here? I made the comment, I made the post, and hey, if you're on social media right now, just scan that QR code, get all the juicy comments and call outs that we make inside our trading room. I'll show you in just a second. Bill and Sam saying Mara, saying IONQ, and AMD. Those were the 3. I posted at 2:01 Eastern time as soon as the Fed meeting concluded. Let's take a look. We got AMD finally chopping on up right now, right off my 101.75. I was just looking at the SPY graph here. So, Powell's talking right now, as we had said. So just be careful. I have my stop set. Let's just make sure that we can get some good bounces. My 15 level on the IONQ, that not every trade is a no-brainer, but when you're looking at a stock just dropping and dropping, you might ask, when is it going to bounce? Where is it going to bounce from? Well, at a whole number level, $5 incremental like that, there's a good chance. Oh, nice. Move back up on now on Mara for me, at least. It's only up 2+%. So not going to put these on the main list just yet, but how can I not go over them to start, at least here? We were talking about it inside our chat board, inside our live trading room. So hopefully these all continue. Right now, Mara looks the best out of these, in fact, but I'll come back to them just at the tail end of this meeting. Just because, I'm in them doesn't mean I'm going to put them on the list. I hope you're in them, though. I hope if you're Bill or Sam or Chuck or any of us in the chat, that AMD may have been a little chippy at first, but all are starting to move up now. I mean, the whole market's making a rebound, but let's see what else we can grab here at this point. Andrea, let's get our Mara to 1010 campaign going, right? I think that there's a better shot now than ever. So maybe I do put Mara on our main list at the end. But DTOC, geez, this thing back up again. I mean, way more than I thought it was actually up. So digital transformation. I'm going to actually have to do research on this company now, like read up on it. Ugh. All right. No, I'm teasing myself by saying that. But yeah, for a stock that pops and drops, we normally just turn away from it afterwards, like the CCG trade. Like Lucas saying. Come on. So yeah, interesting detox, but it's a gamble. If you're trying to go to the casino, hope you live close to Vegas. Let's see what else we can get here, though. BJDX seemed to be said here. This popped and dropped already. Normally, a stock like this, not only like this, not for a stock that is BJDX, it's literally, a representation of a pop and drop. It's done it in the past, not just back in July, but I remember over the years, this stock just on and off, big volume spikes. What goes up comes back down. We'll learn that soon enough on EVGR. I really got to filter through the gainers list here now at this point. We got a bunch of not penny stocks, but stocks below $1. I just sift through those. Had a new IPO today, didn't we? What was it, that KYVA, or let me know whatever that was, KYTO. Probably got it wrong. My dyslexia. ATRA. Oh, it's only trading like 1,000, 2,000 shares a minute, though. It's like nothing. So I was going to say this didn't look like a bad chart and decent order book too. SLQT, pretty flat there. Oh, this is a KVYO. That was it. That was right here. The gainer side here now. That's not doing much either. What was the other one? Instacart from yesterday. We were talking about 30 as major support. It's getting close, but no cigar at least today. All right, I'll tell you what, folks. I'm just going to rummage through this rest of the gainers list here rather fast. If there's anything else that looks good that was a familiar name that's up percentage-wise, maybe Pinterest I forgot about. I don't know. Type it in the chat board. Definitely let me know. Yeah, Pinterest, I reckon, it's up over 5% coming off news. Bouncing up a little bit. It is tradable, 110% tradable. This Pinterest trade is. I'm going to put this on the side for right now. I could easily put it on the main list at this point by process of elimination. Not a whole lot that looks like too great from the gainer side, but we'll just go through the rest of the side list stocks to wrap up here. All right, so there's the birds trade. What goes up comes back down. Figured that was the case off 145 from yesterday, or hopeful for a breakout higher, but no cigar. So what else can we get here, folks? Anything looking good on the loser side, if anything? A bunch of stocks actually shortable here. I got to sift through these here a little bit. Boyle, BCRX, not much there really. And it's like kind of slow. Stitch Fix from yesterday. It's just like too cheap there. It's like not going to be a really fast looking short there. All right. So, hey, I need your help. Andrea, Sam, Bill, Leda, Kathleen, Craig, all of us inside the chat board. Definitely let me know if there's anything else looking good, up, down, left, right, or anything else otherwise for all of us on YouTube, Facebook Live, etc. Here's my scanner here. We'll jump to Benzinga Pro and TRT. DTOC. Tell you what, this market needs some TRT. Yeah, not really looking too great. Very low volume ticker, if anything. TRT. Is it like a Victor Conti stock? All right, what else we got here? A little baseball reference. All right, anything else? Fubo, not much there. Mara right back off my level. Damn. All right, so that one smacked right off my resistance line pretty sharply. Not as good. AMD still holding its own. IONQ still holding its own, but nothing really like, I'm not going to put any of them on the main list. AMLP from Chuck moving up nicely but slow. True. Yeah. Tradable. At AFRM, going back to that, going back to Pinterest, I may as well kind of slip Pinterest on our main list at this stage. Checks out well for the time being. Plug too slow normally from Sam. It's not looking that great. Hey, I appreciate all of this, folks. I appreciate this. This is what I asked for. Like, got to get some help here. But if there isn't anything else that looks star stunning, then hey, that's fine. A-okay by me. Don't need to build out too big of a list. I just want to make sure we have opportunity. That's all. Markets are pulling back a little bit. So in the event where we happen to see a big shake lower into the close by any chance, then, I mean, all of these I was looking for longs on, but otherwise maybe like, I know XPEV is down 6% right now. That's dropping off a little bit. Maybe you can get short on that. Oh, Chewy, but that's not really dropping off as steady on the 1 minute. Obviously getting crushed on the daily, breaking all-time lows. If you could short this, that's also in line. I think that might just about do it. Yeah. Hey, 2 stocks on the main list. That's it. BJDX retesting 450 from Ryan just a little while ago. I'm not really too impressed with it just yet either. Hey, I mean, it's more or less a day just where we're going to look to follow the market in the next 10, 15 minutes, if anything, before Rich even jumps on, before we start class. And then at that point, perhaps we can get some better direction across some of the larger cap stocks. You can buy calls or puts depending on the break, but stocks like AMD, like I've been saying, stocks like, of course, Tesla, and actually I haven't checked out Tesla since, but probably not doing. It's a nice pop before the Fed meeting to even begin, right? It actually looked pretty sharp before the meeting. It's up 2%. Well, hey, you know what? We'll take a look at TSLL then, right? So a little bit more. It's 1.5 leveraged ETF for Tesla. I'll slip this one on there. There we go. To wrap up, we got the TSLL Tesla, and then also TSLL, the ETF here. All right. So, hey, not a big list, but this is the best list that we'll have to begin. So, start and stick with what we got at least up until 3 o'clock. And then, depending on whatever direction the market goes in, we'll see what else we can rummage up with. All right, folks. Hey, scan the QR code on social media on YouTube, Facebook Live, X, Twitter, etc., LinkedIn, whatever you want to call yourself, as we say with social media. They're always changing. Facebook to Meta. We got Twitter to X. I don't even know if Snapchat's still around. Anyway, scan the QR code on the top left if you wanted to join us inside our live trading room for Ryan, Andreas, Sam, Barbara, and all of us there right now. I look forward to seeing most of us joining me inside our classroom coming up ahead for the Phase 1 stock course. Best of luck trading all together, though, heading into the market close. Talk to you all soon.